Alright everyone, congrats to Victus on a great run as well. So I'm glad we were playing some of the simulation music because we're not going to hear any of that tonight in the run. I'm sYn. I just I love the any %. I've done it a few times for this marathon. It's great to be back. I love RETROTHON. We're going to be tackling the professional mode, which is a mode that gets released after you beat the game. It's a really exciting action-only part of the game, or run. There is no magic. We have to basically it's like the hard mode of the game. So it's really fun category though to get into. Like I said, it doesn't have the charm of the simulation, but it's also a really exciting category. So. Also, just to preface, the enemies are going to hit twice as hard, even though we have full health. We're actually dealing with technically less health, and they take 2 hits. So, no magic, enemies hit harder. Also, we have to beat the game in a certain number of lives, so otherwise we game over and that's it. Alright, so time's going to start on control. I already have a negative timer set for that. Let's get going. Alright, so right into the action. A lot of the jumps are going to be slash jumps, which extend the height and distance of my jumps. And these are all scripted jumps. Because there's a little like movement frame rule issue in this game, where you just randomly move 4 frames forward, like a boost. And that's used on some jumps, but sometimes it just gets in the way. This first area is pretty straightforward. I mean, the levels aren't too long. We're right to the first boss. Before the boss even moves, we get 3 hits in. Best way to fight this centaur is from behind. We actually could get on PB pace here tonight. I've been practicing pro mode for a while now. We just got off a world record on any %. We'll see what happens. We'll see how it goes. There's quite a bit of RNG though in the boss fights. I'm going to be doing a lot of damage boosting as well. Most things take 2 hits here to get killed, so it's easier just to walk through them. Spikes in the Japanese version are insta-kill. In the US version, they are perfectly fine to step on. Is that we want to slash jump over. We're coming up to the first glitch here in the game. It's the wall clip. Take damage, take a pixel into the wall, and then we can jump up the wall. Like so. Nice and easy. Avoid all this mess. This is abused a couple times in the run. Slash jump over those guys, get the swag dagger, and we're good to go. Break the screen there. And then we have our favorite friend, the red Speedo wearing Minotaur. I'm actually, there's like a slash rhythm here. So you don't just mash the attack button. There's a little bit of a rhythm where you kind of hold it. It's kind of like spread rhythm in Contra, which is a myth, but no, it's a thing here. We have the slash rhythm. Alright, so then we have the rock throwing enemies here. Not too much of a threat as I get hit by 2 rocks. Again, just a lot of damage boosting. Got under that rock though, that's good. This is probably everybody's most I don't know if it's hated stage or this boss. There's a little pit at the bottom of this fight. Oh, and we spawned him on the wrong side. But we're doing this fight in reverse. Yeah, if you get tapped, it's like a pinball machine where you just fall through the flippers right down the center. But there goes the Manticore. Alright, so the music gets a little tense here. This is the first area that has a boss featuring RNG. Just do a little elevator skip there. Yes, now you hear xylophones blasting. If you check an orchestrated version of this song, it is definitely a xylophone player going ham. Slash jumps here to skip the platform, too. This section's a little dangerous if you want to time the jumps. Now you can clip up this wall. It's like a 1 frame get of that gel. I wasn't in a good position, so I didn't bother. A quick turn on there. Yeah, we actually just stick to the action. So no simulation. I like to think of this as like the prelude to the story mode, where the first go, technically you're supposed to die Tanjiro though, and then you fall into a deep sleep, and then in the story mode you wake, and then professional mode gives you a chance to do it all over again. So that's pretty bad RNG. We want our Zeppelin Wolf friend here to spawn on the bottom, but he's trolling us. He's spawning at the top, so we're not going to get a transformation skip. We're going to see the wolf form. But we'll take a little stroll up here with the wall clip. Metroid McFly currently holds the record in this category, professional mode. We raced at G2Q. It was a really, really exciting race. Alright, here we are in the desert. Featuring Fry Guys from SMP2. And some dancing cactuses. This Fry Guy wants some more action. I'm not gonna give it to him. Alright, good screen. Now the hairy jumps. I have no idea how these will go. These are very tight jumps. Okay, perfect. And one more. Yep. Okay. Little boost up there. Alright. Right through the flames. We got Britney Spears over here. No problem, just enough health, and we're good. And now one of the most realistic antlions. Start. Trying to get a 3 cycle here. Yeah, this is Cassandra, or in the Japanese version, it's Cassandra. That was really close. Or as Ghost Rider would say, quesadilla. I've gotten 3 cycle there a few times, but 4 cycle's still just as good. We're gonna go for some mummy jumps here. DP Well came up with this setup. That's one. Get another one. Nope. Alright. At least we got one. We'll jump over him though. We'll see if we get the pyramid jump set up here. Nope, we trailed a couple pixels there. Not worth going for. We're coming up to another wall clip though. Oh. Elevators there. No worries. Alright, we didn't get that wall clip either. You only get one shot at some of these jumps and tricks. Yeah, we're not seeing some of that cute cherub action, but I mean, I recommend running both categories. You can actually learn a lot of moves in the pro mode, and then they can be useful in the story mode. So I run both. I love both actually, but I definitely love the story. All right, we gotta watch out for the shin shanker here. No problem. Apple grab and a little goose jump. I'm gonna go for a little swaggy wall clip here. Show this off. There we go. Got it a little high. But it's fun. You can't always get the perfect wall clip there. It's a little tricky. Now, this is where your health starts to kind of even out. Like, we've had the full health bar the whole time. But at this point now, you're in a losing situation. So the enemies are doing twice as much damage, and in the story mode, you'd have a lot more health than what you have now, even though it's full health. So I gotta be careful with some of these hits, and I don't know if these rocks are gonna hit me or not. Just gotta get lucky. Okay. And these birds could just fly over everything, but instead they fly us right into the skulls and other birds. So thanks, birds. Okay. Go for a bunch of damage boosts here. Like that one. Or that one. Or that one. Okay. But we got the volcano jump. Let's go. So we just skipped over the whole bottom part of that volcano. Just jump right over. That was actually... Could get the basic stuff, but got the hard stuff. Alright. Rocks. Now, normally you would have a sword beam for this fight. We're not gonna have that. We gotta do this thing raw. And we got the tiniest little platforms this time. Raw. I don't know. It's just the first word that came to my mind. All right. We all love lava, right? RGL lava? Well, here it is. Plenty of ragu for everyone. We are just in the volcano. It doesn't get more lava than this. Okay, a lot of hairy jumps. Again, we're setting up these meatballs here in a specific way, so I don't get hits. Okay. We're gonna take one nice damage boost here, skip all that nonsense, grab the apple, and we're out. We're gonna buffer a little jump here. And we can manipulate this fire wheel to come right up. And everything explodes. So again, we have 5 lives. We still have the original 5 lives that we started with, but there are a couple lives we can get along the way. So if you're playing through this game and you notice you're taking a few deaths, like I said, you only have a fixed number of lives to get through this. And if you lose them all, it's game over. You have to start from scratch. So we're gonna pick up one of those lives on this stage, because it's pretty free to get. And we're gonna do a wall clip here. Assuming it didn't get patched out of the game. Oh, there it goes. So I took a lot of health. We want to get another wall clip for the boss. It's going to save a lot more time. So I'll just take a damage boost there, because there's really no good apple here to grab. Oh, sorry, death abuse. We'll get the one up anyway. We're good to go. Patched. Yes, in the time I booted the game up on the first wall. So this guy, this little nub is all we can hit. Nice, there you go. And just ride it out from behind. Yeah, we're actually damage boosting off a tentacle on the bottom, which is pretty hard to see. So this level used to be really difficult, but a runner by the name of Bismarck, who's in chat, found a secret hidden item that's not in any Nintendo Power, no player's guide, no speedrunner before knew about it, no Tasser. Only recently discovered last year. There's a hidden item in this stage, and a bunch of weird alien hits. Oh, is that the Bloodstained game that got patched? So now we can take all the D-boosts we want, and here is the Bismapple. Hidden behind the column for all these years, everybody just witnessed it now. And we don't want this boss to shoot any lightning at us. As I said, don't shoot any lightning at us. This cost us some time, but we're good. Just yeah, I think Bismarck was just swinging around, found it by accident, which is awesome. That's why, like, this game needs more runners. I'm telling you, there's more secrets in this game, we just don't know. Or in other games, always check behind those columns. This is a nice little lullaby while everything tries to kill us. Some people choose to get the one up in the water. I say skip it, always skip it. Look at that. It looks like a nice item down there, right? Don't be fooled. If you get a little like Magical Quest starring Mickey Mouse vibes from this level, a few people do. Definitely, you know, riding on the ice there. There's another skip that doesn't require a damage boost. That's one I actually found messing around. This game was a good follow-up to Gargoyle's Quest, where we put together the schedule. Good call. Alright, let's go. So, here's our friend the Merfly, has no legs. I think Mad Mega was the one that coined the name for this person. Getting knocked into the water, not behaving. There you go. Yeah, normally a good time through this game, you wouldn't be taking any extra lives, but I'm telling you, things can go really, really south, and like I said, you have to finish them with the lives you have. Alright, so here we are, Yuzo Koshiro taking inspiration from John Williams, and we have our first major Star Wars track. This is a really fun stage. Again, a lot of damage boosting because these guys take 2 hits, and you're gonna get hit anyway fighting them, so just... Oh. Eyeballs! Eyeballs are RNG. Manipulate the axe throwers there. Good to go. Okay, got the apple grab in route. Let's go. That is a really hard apple grab. And now one of the coolest bosses, the Arctic Wyvern. We are manipulating the position of the Wyvern, but we can't manipulate if it's going to swoop or not. But if it doesn't swoop, it comes down right here. So we can get a lot of hits on it. Like so. Really easy boss when you can control where it comes down. Whew. Okay, well, Pro Mode is a lot of action, and it's a lot of action fast. There's like no downtime. And here we are at the boss rush already. Like, you're basically missing 25 minutes of the really peaceful town building, which I've done many times. But here we are. This is a pretty tense boss rush. Let's go. One down. Let's see what the Zeppelin Wolf does this time. We didn't get a good Zeppelin Wolf the first time. Okay. Eh. I would say it's pretty mediocre there, but that's alright. Just get to see another wolf. Yeah, no luck. No marathon luck. This is the US version. This is the US version, which is by far the easier version when it comes to this category or special mode. So I'm purposely taking damage there. So I can launch right into the fire wheel and take the quickest death you can in the boss rush to refill our health. Now I'm going to try to ride this health to the end. Again, manipulating the fire wheel so we don't take any damage. Yeah, the task is done on the special mode, the JP version of the game. There's very subtle differences in terms of timing. But technically there isn't a US version task for special for professional mode. Whoa, hey. Got a little bounce off those spikes. Not bad. One blue shot, or lightning shot. The boss rush bosses are a little faster than the first time you fight them. So Kalia, you don't get as many hits in. One more cycle. Yeah, at least you don't have to deal with Stardust RNG like you have to do in the story mode. That is the absolute worst. I've lost so many runs because of Stardust. Here you just fight with the sword. It's beautiful. Oh. So now the game is still nice to you and it gives you the sword beam for the last fight. Otherwise there'd really be no way to injure the final boss here. We're a little low on health. Hopefully take this down one trail. Nice. Double hit there. Just for the just for the hype of 1 health. Oh my goodness. Oh my, cutting it close there. Really, dancing around the sparks is never a fun thing to have to do. Well, thanks for the GGs. Sub 25 in a marathon. I'm really happy with that. Like I said, love running this game, my favorite game. Been running it for 4 years. Absolutely love RETROTHON. RETROTHON was like my first marathon. Just so you know, RETROTHON was my first marathon, and I'm glad to be part of it every year. Especially excited to see like some of the ColecoVision block they had this year, the X68000 block. It's been really cool stuff this year. I really appreciate the support, strong support tonight. Everybody's awesome out there. Thank you so much. Let's just go over to more runs. We got Real Deal DePiro coming up with TMNT the arcade, TMNT 2 the arcade. So let's get it. And thanks everyone. See you next time. See you next RETROTHON.